Erling Haaland, consider yourself humbled. Winners and losers as awesome Arsenal, led by wonderkid Lewis Skelly, humiliate Man City and send Liverpool a title race message. The Gunners thrashed the citizens and embarrassed their number one enemy in Haaland in doing so, running out 5-1 winners on Sunday. Arsenal exacted their revenge on Manchester City with a mightily impressive 5-1 win at the Emirates Stadium on Sunday. The Gunners were left incensed after being denied a late victory in the reverse fixture, but came up with one hell of a performance to make up for such a grievance this time around. Martin Odegaard put Mikel Arteta's men ahead early on after taking advantage of some sloppy passing from the City defense as Arsenal went into the break-a-goal up. However, they were pegged back by a nonchalant Erling Haaland, whose header stunned the home crowd into short-lived silence. Alas, City were only on level terms for under 2 minutes, as Thomas Partey's deflected effort saw the hosts move back in front. Shortly after, Lewis Skelly steered home Arsenal's third of the day to give them some breathing space, but they weren't done there. Kai Havertz, who drew the ire of home fans for a terrible miss in the first half, all but ensured the 3 points with a nice finish for 4, while Ethan Nwaneri put the cherry on the cake with a similar strike in added time. Lucid Erling Haaland, the man at the center of this newfound rivalry, the convoluted Oppenheimer of Arsenal's enjoyment today. From minute 1, the Gunners sought to antagonize Haaland, and despite a bump in the road with his second-half header, they had their vengeance. Gabriel Magalhaes bounced with the ball after City's last-gasp leveler back in September's 2-2 draw, screamed and shouted in the Norwegian's face in the opening exchanges, setting the tone in the battle of wits. Lewis Skelly's Zen celebration mimicked that of Haaland's former self, sliding to the floor and lovingly surrounded by his senior teammates. Home supporters reveled in Haaland's misfortune, sticking it to him with several derogatory chants. He tried to save face by pointing to the Golden Premier League winner's badge on his sleeve at full-time, but given he stirred the pot with his stay humble comments before, this was a lame get-out. You made this bed, Erling, and now you have to lie in it. Winner, Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly was already popular among Arsenal fans heading into this game, an impressive addition to Arteta's senior squad having worked his way through the youth ranks. By halftime, he was on top of Phil Foden and locking the reigning player of the year down. Another 45 minutes later, and he was just about shedding his Prince title for that of King. His goal, deftly cutting inside onto his right foot and firing into the far corner, was itself a thing of beauty. But to twist the knife with another Haaland jab will ensure he's remembered round these parts regardless of how the rest of his career pans out. If Haaland was the antagonist, Lewis Skelly was his superior protagonist. Those at the Hale End Academy will have been left smiling from ear to ear, with Lewis Skelly's goal followed by an equally superb effort from close friend Nwaneri. That youth production line just keeps on rolling. Loser, Phil Foden. Foden, the worthy winner of last season's Player of the Year awards, hasn't quite looked himself this season. He put a slow start down to fitness and injury issues, particularly off the back of a grueling and testing Euro 2024 campaign, in which he was criticized for his performances. The 24-year-old has found some form against some of the Premier League's lesser sides, but looked way out of his depth against top-quality opposition here. Lewis Skelly locked him up with significant ease, and his only assist of the day came for Partey, handing the Ghanaian possession, leading to Arsenal's second goal. Guardiola had clearly seen enough when he hooked Foden just after the hour mark. His title-winning exploits feel like a lifetime ago, and with so much talent coming through, his England spot is certainly up for grabs.